So this is the character creation video. It's going to be a 9-step guide, and we're going to start from scratch, and we're going to build Drew here as character.
Just keep in mind, I have very little knowledge of what's going to happen here, and everything, race, class, the whole lot.
Yeah, we'll go through it step by
It's
step
going to be
anyway.
very interesting. I'm going to like this.
So the first step, what we're going to start with is, and it's going to be a bit out there for some people, is we're going to start off with the ability score rolls. So we're going to roll 4d6 for
All right.
each stat block. So we're going to do it 6 times. And then if Drew has at least 2 15 scores, we'll keep whatever the tally is. But if not, I think we should re-roll it because you should be heroic in some way. You might have some bad scores as well. You might have like a 7 or something like that. But at least if you have 2 15s, and you'll be able to have a decent character.
I suppose let's hope Lady Luck is on my side today. Come on, don't
Come
bullshit
on.
me. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
Jesus. 18.
18.
18 strength. Okay.
I'm a big motherfucker. What's this for again? Dexterity.
Dexterity next to it.
Come on, Bennett. I'm fast.
Oh
I'm very slow.
my gosh. 7.
8.
Oh, is that?
8.
Oh, sorry, it's a 2. Yeah, 8. Cool. Big and slow. Got 12.
12. This is not going well.
Oh.
This is not going very well at all. Come on.
Okay, we got
13.
13.
Wait, what's this for now? Wisdom, yeah?
Yes, wisdom. Oh, nice.
16.
16, nice. Okay, so this is
that qualifies. This one qualifies.
Yeah.
I'm a slow fucker though. Let's see how Schwab I can be. That's a 11.
11. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we've got strength 18 starting off, dexterity 8, constitution 12, intelligence 13, wisdom 16, and charisma 11, which is actually a pretty solid scoreline there. You're only low in dexterity. So let's think about this. He's gonna be probably some kind of a fighting type guy.
Yeah.
So I think straight away we can kind of, well, like he's got wisdom 16 as well. So I've been nearly thinking cleric, but let's just see.
Ooh.
Clerics
Can
are
you make him? What's a cleric like again?
they're like a priest. They're basically like a melee combat guy who wears heavy armor, and they have magic and really good magic as well. Like, and having good strength and good wisdom is basically key to their abilities. But let's put that on the back burner for a second, and let's talk about race, which is going to be the next step. So step 2, after the attributes, I want to talk about race. A half orc then might be good as well, seeing as you have such good strength. They get extra buffs, I think, to strength, and they're pretty good suited to a cleric as well. I think, you'd see an orc priest. It's kind of interesting.
Mm.
What you kind of feeling for your race? How do you want
I would say you could almost just cut out half elf, halfling, and gnome for now, because if we're going to stick with this high strength play,
yeah,
let's try and stick with the lore. You wouldn't really imagine. I mean, you could play it like that, like an elf would have super, strength powers, but that's just, you would associate it with having high dexterity rather than high strength. So
my thinking on the races is we can go the optimum way, which would be to try and max the stats and all that kind of stuff, or we can go flavor to where it doesn't matter about the stats and stuff, and we'll just go for fun. So that depends on you, what way you kind of want to be. Do you want to be? You can still obviously have a really cool character, but or you can be like, oh, I kind of want to be a quirky type kind of
Yeah, I think I could try the quirky, see how it goes, but
Is that more of your jam kind of?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah. What do you feel?
I,
What's your
I,
gut? What's your gut feeling?
hey, I mean, look, I've been so used to playing very rogue type of characters in not just in D&D, but just in any games, video games in general. I kind of always swarm a bit towards that. Maybe I should go something a bit different. I mean, this the stats are giving me something of a fighter type, more of a close range maybe. The other
Uh,
thing is, well, the half orc. I mean, his strength increases by 2, and constitution also increases by 1. And
yes.
having extra constitution, good.
Yep.
And I could make him a well scholared half orc in some way.
Yeah,
It's not
definitely. Yeah.
really intelligence though, is it? Like that's sorry, that falls into intelligence rather than wisdom. Wisdom's a bit more
Yeah.
what
Wisdom's more spiritual or whatever.
experience, spiritual.
That's how I imagine it anyway. Like, because it's associated with druids a little bit, the
Mm.
high wisdom and clerics.
A
So
half
they're
orc
kind of.
druid could work,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
you know.
A druid and a cleric, I think you would really enjoy. Like the druids have so much cool shit going on. They can transform into beasts.
Yeah.
They can they obviously cast magic and stuff like that, and they can actually like being a strong druid could be interesting. Like running in there with a fucking great sword or something like that, and then once you get down to low HP, transform into a fucking giant bear or something or whatever. And then
uh,
clerics are fucking savage. Like they have some of the best magic, offensive and defensive and supportive.
I'm interested in this cleric.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, none of the boys have played a cleric in the past, have they?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, like it was maybe it was a druid. I was thinking Carl had before. That was yeah, it was a
Yeah, he
druid.
was a druid. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think cleric sounds good. I mean, I know very little about it, but it's what you've just explained sounds pretty interesting. Could go for that.
Okay. So it looks like we're
Um,
leaning towards cleric.
so cleric is a very a holy messenger of God or their God.
Yeah, like yeah, you can be like super holy and stuff like that, but you can also be kind of like a fallen angel kind of as well, or do you know that kind of way, like where maybe your god's pissed you off and you're just kind of fucking trying to piss him off now, kind of thing, or there's loads of ways to play a cleric. You don't have to be Holy Joe.
Do you remember the woodland creatures from South Park and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
lovey dovey? Maybe I
yeah.
should just be one of those, like. But really, I am trying to bring Satan back to life.
Yeah, like you could be fucking complete acolyte kind of fucking cleric.
Yeah,
Ooh, because so if you went half orc, your strength would be maxed out at 20 already. That is
I think that'll be
hilarious.
pretty funny.
That would
Yeah,
be hilarious. Uh, your speed is 30. You get dark vision. You get proficiency in intimidation.
I could just make people like my God, or else,
Yeah, that's hilarious actually. Do you want to go half orc then?
Yeah, let's go half orc. It's just the first one that really pops out to me. I think.
Yeah, it definitely is popping out, isn't it? Okay, stick it in. Race half orc. So the next thing we need to decide is class. So we have race. Step three, let's pick a class. And we've already kind of been leaning towards the cleric. But what do
I
you
think
think?
um, I think cleric's a good idea. I mean, let's go for all new little things for me. It sounds interesting,
Okay,
and I think I'll play well with the half orc.
definitely.
Give it a go.
So let's see. You're solid on cleric already?
Yeah, let's go
Okay,
for it.
sweet.
Let's do it.
Let's nail it in. Cleric. I think you actually get to choose your domain straight away, so your subclass at level one.
Oh wow,
Yeah, you do. You get your so at level one you get spellcasting and you get your divine domain. You get
there's quite a few of them.
three cantrips and you get two spell slots.
Are we going with up to Senator's Guide?
No, you can like if it's in if it's in the world somewhere and you're happy to go with that, I'm happy to go with it as well.
All right. One of this is a half orc who goes around preaching, using his magic, believing that there was once, like the god once had orcs and humans uh, as, one faction.
Yeah,
They were never at war. Hence why he's a half orc, because he had a human parent. We'll
and an
discuss if
orc
it's
parent.
mother or father,
Okay,
and an orc parent. And yeah, like it's maybe it's the forgotten word of orcs and humans used to coincide and live peacefully together.
okay,
And him and yeah, he's comes from this long line of people who are trying to keep the peace, I suppose. And he lives in like it's kind of a religious following of humans and orcs and half orcs.
okay. So let's think about this. So are we're gonna make a little religion here as well? An orc,
No, no, I was
orc
wondering
religion.
if is there maybe one of the religions we can play on.
Well,
Uh,
I'm happy to make one up as well. Let me think. What is a good name? Like I used Talboticans and Rylacans based off me and Jay, and that was meant to be obviously a representation of Catholic and Protestants.
nice.
But I don't mind throwing in because it's
What
obviously
Laoism? It's part of Taoism.
okay. Yeah, Orclawism.
There you go. It's an ancient tradition of philosophy and religious belief that is deeply rooted in Chinese customs and worldview.
Cool. Okay, so let's see the list of subclasses. Which one is jumping off the page at you just based on the names?
Ooh.
Another good one is the Tempest one. If you want to skip down
Okay.
to that, you're kind of like Thor basically. So you get proficiencies in martial weapons and heavy armor. So you can wear heavy armor and use fucking kick-ass weapons. And you also get this Wrath of the Storm ability at level 1. So when a creature within 5 feet of you that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to cause them to make a dexterity saving throw or take lightning damage basically. So
That's not
basically,
bad. It's a
yeah, it's
pretty good
pretty,
reaction.
and you can use that equal to your wisdom modifier. So your
Cool.
wisdom modifier
Yeah.
is 3. You'll get 3 uses of that between every long rest, and then the abilities that you get later on, you'll be able to. So the destructive wrath one, when you roll lightning or thunder damage, you can use your channel divinity to deal maximum damage instead of rolling. So
How often can you use the channel divinity then? Once per turn, is it?
now, when you use your channel divinity, you choose which effect to create. You must then finish a short or long rest to regain your use of it. So you get one channel divinity per short rest,
Oh, okay.
and then when you get to level 6, you get 2 uses, and then at level 18 you get 3 uses between short rests.
That
And then
sounds good.
yeah,
Yeah, that sounds a pretty cool one actually.
okay,
Yeah.
uh, a Tempest Cleric. So I think we're heading in the right direction here, Drew. Anyway, next up
Cool.
is going to be background. So you picked your stats and your race and your class. It's time to pick a job.
I don't know what we suggest for a half orc cleric.
Well, you could be a cloistered scholar. That would be a bit typical, but what would you think the job of your guy would be? Like maybe he's a sage, maybe like a sage, kind of like you see,
Yeah, I just find some sort of kind of like a preacher, really.
preachery type. That's why I was
I mean, he
thinking.
kind of almost falls onto acolyte, like, but
Yeah,
could he be a knight of what's knight of the order compared to just a knight?
you belong to an order of knights who have sworn oaths to achieve a certain goal. The nature of this goal depends on the order you serve, but in your eyes, without it is without question a vital and honorable endeavor. So you could choose like maybe that Laoism is some kind of order that
Yeah,
you're a knight of.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I started off as a priest, but they saw how fucking how I was just bulging of
muscles.
massive muscles, like 0% fat. They were like, "Here, do you wanna preach, but also be a knight for us, kick some ass?"
You can really preach then.
Yeah. Love God.
Step 5, we're going to pick some personality traits. This is going to be fun. So, what do you think your guy's going to be like? What are you feeling like playing as a character? Are you going to be more like yourself, more like an improved version of yourself, but with a bit of holy stuff going on?
This is all very neat to me because I'm far from religious.
So you're going to be playing a different person then. Okay, let's start with the ugly side of him. What flaw would you like to have? So in here, I've put in a few suggestions. I've put in they could have a smoking habit, they could have a gambling problem, bad table manners, arrogance, maybe a superstition, like something that you always have to do, or maybe you don't bathe and you just stink, or you could be gullible, or lazy, or nosy, something or anything else you can think of.
Yeah, maybe he has some sort of addiction of some sort.
An
Don't know what.
addiction? Okay.
Don't know what yet though.
Okay, let's just put in addiction for now. Addicted to God.
I'm
Okay.
not saying he has to be chaste. Maybe I mean he's all about good and all, like, but now and then he has a real destructive side that he's trying to keep keep within. I would say he's very this guy's like pretty stuck up on his own religion. Like he's very
Like, oh,
pious.
maybe he looks down on other religions. Like,
Yeah,
that's the wrong one, man. You're
yeah, he
gone.
looks down,
Okay, okay, that's good.
and I suppose he'll have to be quite opinionated, closed-minded.
That's good. So that could be stuff that can be explored. Like maybe he becomes more open-minded through his new friends or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. He's constantly looking towards a path of virtue,
Okay,
but doesn't always mean that the way he does it is right. But maybe, yeah, later on he starts
that's cool.
embracing new things, and then that unconsciously makes a bit more virtuous.
Would he have any bonds with anyone? Do you want to randomly say that he has a family or something like that? Maybe he has some
No,
close friends from his religion, or
yeah,
maybe an old master or something like that.
no master sounds good. Does a cleric use a lot of magic, or is that just like if you go a specific way?
No, no, he
It's
has
not
a
really.
shitload of magic. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
God,
Like
so
you're gonna be pretty kick ass with a fucking whatever weapon you choose, but you're also gonna be fucking savage with magic as well. What was your old master's name? We'll call him. Maybe you don't want to talk about it yet, but you have an old master.
mm,
Not because you don't know who he is, just because you don't want to talk about it yet.
who he or she is.
He or she is. Your kind of goals, your ideals, your like, what's your ambition in life? To to spread the word of Laoism.
Yeah, and I suppose to reach that higher plane, right? Like to be one with everything. So, I mean, I suppose his character is protagonistic, but doesn't necessarily mean that everything he's preaching is correct or moral. So maybe there are things that would seem,
So maybe
unethical
as
that
in
is actually right in his religion, but who knows?
like if it's in the good book, he's gonna go by it, even though it might be obviously wrong, kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that was step 5. We've done your little personality traits, and they look good actually. We're starting to really flesh this guy out now.
Cool.
So on to step 6, which is the gear, your weapons and armor. So you can wear heavy armor, or medium armor. It's up to you. Heavy armor is obviously better,
Hmm.
especially when you have a really shit dex. Then for your weapons, you're proficient with martial weapons, so you can do sword and shield. You can do two weapons, heavy weapons, two-handed weapons, reach weapons. You're kind of limitless to here to what you want to choose. I wouldn't
Yeah.
choose a bow or anything like that because you're shit
Oh, I
up
mean, that's
dex.
That's kind of a waste, yeah.
Yeah, and you have spells anyway, so.
I mean, I'm going. Constitution's at what 13 now, and full strength, so I'm gonna have to go melee on this. Let's go with heavy. I think it would suit this guy.
Okay, what are you thinking for your weapons? But anyway,
Should I just be a guy with a fucking like just a stick, quarterstaff, like
yeah, you could be.
fully kitted armor, and a guy with a quarterstaff.
Yeah, well, it's up to you. Like, you don't have to be completely optimum on this. If your flavor is like he's got a staff, then that's cool.
Yeah. So with my heavy armor, the AC is what we said.
16.
16.
Yeah.
Which is all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't need a +1 really, do I?
Depends what if you want to be an absorber of enemies or whatever. But yeah, you don't need it. Definitely not.
Go for the longsword for now.
Longsword? Good.
Yeah.
So if you had a shield and a longsword and your chainmail, you'd be 18 in AC.
Let's go with that actually.
Yeah.
Shield and longsword because yeah, that'd be pretty good if I just couldn't get hit.
Cool. Let's see. So the Knights of the Order one, it gave you persuasion plus either Arcana, History, Nature, or Religion. So you chose Religion. So from your race, you get Intimidation. Clerics get History, Insight, Medicine, Persuasion, and Religion. You already have Persuasion and Religion.
I'll go for Insight and Medicine.
So I think that's going to be your skills. Then you have Insight, Intimidation, Medicine, Persuasion, and Religion. Spells. So as a cleric, you are going to get at level 1 3 cantrips, and then your spell list will be equal to your proficiency of wisdom plus your level in as a cleric. So you get 4 spells.
Word of Radiance sounds good.
You utter a divine word, and burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice you can see within range must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take. Jeez, it's really good. I like that you utter a divine word, so it's cool for kind of roleplay as well. You'd be like, lowest power, and then everyone just fucking starts.
I have to say it a particular way, and it's going to be an Arnie phrase. There's another one called Guidance.
Yep, that's a really good one.
Touch one willing creature. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add that number to one ability check of their choice.
Cool.
So that might come in handy.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm just kind of clicking through them at the moment. I'm on Resistance.
Resistance.
Roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one's saving throw of his choice. Fuck it, just go with that.
Yeah. Resistance, is it?
Yeah, Resistance.
For leveled spells, so I've got to level 1. The cool thing about the cleric is basically every time that you kind of just know all the spells, but you have to every time you do a long rest, you can decide to prepare the amount that you're able to prepare.
Yeah.
So
carry in your inventory kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah, exactly. So you can kind of have any amount of choice.
So it's the number of cleric spells equal to my wisdom mod plus my cleric level.
Yeah. So at the moment it's 4.
Oh, it'll be 4. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at these spells then. Command.
Okay.
Maybe detect magic.
Yeah, that's always going to
have. Guiding bolt, just to stay on the lines of a lightning type of cleric.
100%. As a Tempest cleric, actually, you get Fog, Cloud, and Thunderwave starting off as well at level 1. So you can see at certain levels you just gain automatically these other spells.
And those 2 spells are on top of the 4 I get to choose down as well, yeah?
They are, yeah. They're like automatically part of your... They're all... You don't have to count for them. Healing Word is like Cure Wounds, but you don't have to be... I think you can be from 30 feet away, and it's actually 60 feet away, and it's a bonus action as well. So you don't have...
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So if someone goes down, you can just get them back up pretty easy. So you want to go for Healing Word?
Yeah, Healing Word.
Healing Word. Another good spell, another two good spells that just popped up there. Sanctuary and Shield of Fate. They're pretty beefy spells as well. If you ever want to try them, if between long rests or whatever. Sanctuary, basically, when you cast it on a willing creature, anyone that wants to attack them, then after the spell is cast, they have to do a Wisdom check, and if they fail it, then they have to attack someone else. So if you were trying to protect someone or yourself, and then Shield of Fate, I think it's just like a bonus to your AC. A shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice, granting it +2 bonus to AC for the duration.
Ooh, I like that one.
Which one?
Shield of Faith.
Cool. Do you want to swap it out with something else?
Yeah. You know what? Swap out command.
Yep. Cool. That's your spells sorted. Next then, last was just, this is only kind of the finishing touches now. Your character's appearance. So you can choose like eye color, hair, what height he is. Is he like a green skinned half orc, or is he more like pale human features?
I would say he's in his
Late teens.
He's
19.
Yeah, 19.
How tall is he? Is he a big motherfucker? He's strong, obviously. 6'5".
6'5" is a good number.
Okay. How fat is he?
Ah, man, he's hench. There's hardly any fat on him.
Well, 6'5", and ripped to death. Will we say he's like 205 kind of pounds?
240.
240 even, okay. 240 pounds.
Okay, he's got a bit of love handles going on.
No, you can still be ripped at 240.
Yeah.
See the heavyweights in fucking the UFC and all, or around that are ripped to death. Like the fatter dudes are kind of more 260-ish.
I think the only part that would look fat on him is the fact that he looks like he's no neck.
He's got no neck.
I'm imagining like a green Brock Lesnar right now.
Okay, yeah, like a fucking muscle neck kind of thing. Like
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He likes to say bro a lot.
Muscle neck,
bro.
What color eyes does he have?
Purple.
Purple, nice.
It's from a cantrip he did, just kind of mess with his pigment of his eyes.
So magic has enhanced his eyes. Is he green skinned?
I would like to say he's a bit of a mixture. It's almost like a beige color, like he's tanned green. But yeah, go with that. Like a beigey green, pukey color.
Pukey color.
He's got wavy blonde hair.
Wavy blonde. This is gonna be awesome.
He's like really wavy blonde.
Nice.
Yeah, he's really trying to be Chris Hemsworth here now.
Do you think it's possible that you might be able to draw him so that we can see what you think?
I draw him, yeah. We'll do a little wee sketch.
That'd be cool. That'd be savage if you could do that, man. What's his name?
Thorax von Corn Beefton. Thorax.
Thorax.
Yeah, Thorax von Corned Beefington.
Okay, let's keep Von, but I'm not doing the Beefington. Maybe Buffington, like buff as in French for beef.
Le Boeuf.
Thorax Le Boeuf.
Thorax Le Boeuf.
No?
I don't know. I'm not liking that just yet. What about Luke Cucumber?
Luke Cucumber. Luke Cumberbotch. Lucas D. Cumbington.
You're Turok, the dinosaur hunter.
Yes, it was a game, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
I'll be 3 Rock.
Treock.
3 Rock. 4 Rock.
4 Rock is actually cool enough.
4 Rock.
4 Rock, as in Farouk, Farok.
Oh yeah, Farouk. I think FOROK just works.
4 Rock. I'll put that in provisionally anyway.
Yeah.
Unless you change your mind in the future. For FOROK.
FOROK, yeah.
Okay. Forok LeBoeuf. Cool, man. We made a character.
Nickname Pickles.
Pickles. I actually really like that. Forok Pickles LaBeouf. Savage man.
Cool. That's pretty awesome.
And for anyone that is going to watch this, thanks for watching, and let us know what you thought about our method for creating a character. Was it crazy? Did it upset you? I don't know. Did
Leave a comment.
Leave a comment. Let us know. Are we stupid? We might have made mistakes, maybe many. Hopefully, we like to correct our mistakes and learn. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and check out our streams and all that stuff. Woo.
Thanks very much.
Love to you
To you.
and to you.
To you as well.